Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my annual presentation on SAP Business ByDesign, what we accomplished in 2023 and what we are planning to do for you in 2024. My name is Rainer Zino, in charge of product management of our mid-market solutions, and I will guide you through this presentation. Before I start, obviously, what I'm presenting to you today is our current state of planning, but as you know, plans can change and we will adjust them, so therefore this disclaimer slide. If I put Business ByDesign into the context of SAP's ERP solutions, then it is part of the family of Business One, Business ByDesign and S/4HANA Public Cloud. Business One and ByDesign are suite in a box, so all of the core business processes are included in that solution, whereby S/4HANA is a modular suite. If you would like to know more about that, I have specific videos on these two solutions too. We are still in the quiet period, therefore I'm not giving away any numbers on how 2023 financially firmed up. These are the numbers that we pulled beginning of November. And here you can see that the ByDesign ecosystem and the customer base is truly vibrant. 16,000 companies using Business ByDesign every day. How do I count? A company needs to be live with ByDesign and they need to have a unique tax ID, then I count them as one. So we have 16,000 of these customers now. More than 200 partners are driving the ByDesign business, and my big thank you goes out to all of them for really pushing that product, positioning it, implementing it so successfully, extending it. That's what makes Business ByDesign so successful in the market. With a global reach, we are now present in 165 countries. And knowing that SAP only delivers 21 country versions out of the box, this shows what the partners can do with the solution. And obviously, we are managing vast amounts of business documents for our customers. Business ByDesign, as I said, is a suite in a box. 39 end-to-end processes. Everything that I would like to see business process-wise is included in the ByDesign kernel today. Therefore, we innovate, we continue to innovate net new business processes, but not within the ByDesign kernel. We use the business technology platform to build extensions, and I will talk about that in a minute. And this is not unique to ByDesign. This is the same for S4 and for Business One. And this is what this picture here also visualizes. So we have the three different high rises, B1, ByDesign, S4. They have a clearly defined scope. And when we now need new business capabilities, and you may have seen my last year's presentation, where I talked about the need to have a carbon footprint management solution. It is so much smarter to build it just once on BTP and then connect it to B1 ByDesign S4 than building it 3 times into the solutions and maintain it 3 times. So the strategy moving forward is whenever we build new capabilities, we build it on the business technology platform and integrate it with the underlying ERP systems. Obviously, when it comes to kernel stability, compliance, security aspects, that is better done in the kernel. That's what we will do. This picture illustrates a little bit my world. What I'm doing is I'm spending most of my time in the future. I'm always looking at what is the longest running contract that I have in the books, and have we done all and everything that we can to make sure that by the end of that contract duration, when the customer maybe extends the contract, that the product is in the best possible state. And I look at 3 dimensions. Dimension number 1 is the scope the right one? And I just talked about the kernel capability and the extensions. The second dimension is if is the infrastructure up to date? Is the infrastructure secure, fast enough, state of the art? And that was a key topic for us in 2021, 2022, when we removed the entire infrastructure underneath ByDesign and made it run on a hyperscaler infrastructure, on SAP's own hyperscaler infrastructure. And with that, I believe that I'm done for the next 10 years for that topic. The third topic was the focus 2023 will be also focus in 2024. If you want to deliver a long-term stable product, you need to have an eye on the average age of your development and support organization. And the development organization matured with ByDesign. So what we decided last year was to bring in on board more than 160 new developers into the ByDesign development organization so that we have enough young talent on board to really maintain this solution for the long run. The way to do this is that you work with the leading service providers. And we work with HCL, very well known, very reliable partner in India. And as the ByDesign development organization, the majority is anyway in India, that made perfect sense. We've done a very good job to train these colleagues, but it takes time until they really reach the same level of experience as their SAP experts. Therefore, in 2023, we saw an increased number of incidents, and it took simply longer to work these incidents. This is a pain, I know that, and we need to go through it. I can only apologize for it, but the benefit is that middle of 2024, we will be back to the normal state that you saw for the last couple of years. And then for the long run, I have a young and talented organization which can carry the product forward. Also, one statement. I heard from some customers and partners, hey, your support quality was not where it was in 2022 or 2021. Here we need to be precise. The support organization under Fabian Tröntle and Sascha Zankl, they deliver like a clockwork, exactly the same quality that they delivered in the past years. Where we took more time was in the development support organization. But as I said, middle of 2024, we should be back to normal. And then I have this entire structure of organization, infrastructure, and scope in the best possible state. And we are in a very good setup. That said, we've just published the new roadmap of Business ByDesign. If you have bookmarked that link, please update it. If you go to sap.com, Products Business ByDesign, please go on to the second tab, Features and Functions. Scroll down, there you find the What's New documents as well as the latest roadmap. Have a look at the presentation of Christoph Schneider where he discusses the roadmap in detail. I will only talk about the high-level aspects here, which is legal compliance, and the topics are mentioned here. I've highlighted a couple of topics on the roadmap overview slide simply to show you what are the areas that we have been working on despite bringing up the new organization. A lot of influence requests were covered this time. Obviously, a lot of work in the area of the legal changes, which is a must-have, so it needs to be done. And what I'm super proud of is the work that my partners are doing. With all of the add-ons, we are also publishing them on the roadmap so that you can see what is going on with Business ByDesign. I highlighted here the topic of bot. The whole story around artificial intelligence is one of the key topics. And one of the low-hanging fruit are automation scenarios. And many of my partners are building these automation scenarios today, and they are publishing them in the SAP store so that you can benefit from them. And this brings me to another topic that was a key priority for us this year. As I already mentioned in last year's presentation, I have a couple of ByDesign customers who truly outgrew ByDesign. And for them, I'm obviously positioning S/4HANA Public Cloud because SAP's mantra, customer for life, is a promise that we want to deliver on. And if I want to deliver on that promise, I need to provide tooling so that you can take selected business objects with you from ByDesign to S4. We are doing that in two ways. The first way is we provide an Excel spreadsheet where we have all of the mapping procedures in there, which is the field on the ByDesign side, to which field on the S4 side does it map, and what is the instruction to transfer the data. The second instrument that we are providing to our partners is an SAP Suite integration-based approach. So you use the ByDesign data extraction framework. The result is an XML file for a specific business object. You upload that file into Suite integration, formerly known as CPI. In there, we provide iFlows, and the iFlows are exactly that mapping procedure. Why did we decide to go that way? Simply because it is very easy for the partners to look at the iFlows, to extend the iFlows. Maybe the customer has added more data to it, maybe custom objects. Then you can do the same thing. The outcome of that step is again an XML file, which you can now upload into the S4 migration cockpit. And you have a clear way how you get data from ByDesign to S4. This wouldn't be a forward-looking presentation if I wouldn't talk a little bit about artificial intelligence. And this year, we had the opportunity to work both with Gartner Group and IDC. Both included ByDesign in their Magic Quadrant and in the MarketScape documents. If you like, please take a look at those documents. I'm perfectly fine with what the companies are writing there about ByDesign. And they ask you, how do you cope with artificial intelligence and what sets you apart? And I picked three topics and I quickly would like to demo them to you. The first one is SAP has built an own foundational model to recognize business documents. We already did that quite a while ago. This capability is available in Business ByDesign since 2 or 3 years. It is here in the supplier invoicing. You can say, I want to scan a supplier invoice. How does that work in detail? You simply upload a business document that you may have received via an email. You click on Open. You can start the process, and then the system hands over this business document now to the business technology platform, applies the foundational model, and recognizes the data. This takes a little while, therefore, let me simply use a business document which I've already uploaded. So here you can see on the left side what the system recognized, on the right side the image. So the foundational model works. Shouldn't it not recognize correctly a certain number or whatsoever, you can immediately adjust it here. So that, as an example, how we are using a foundational model that SAP built based on millions of supplier invoices, and we make that available to you. So as much as we are all excited about artificial intelligence, this is something which is going on for years, and many of my customers are using this capability. The second aspect, which I quickly would like to show you, is in the area of opportunity management. Let me look at the opportunity list here. So bit more space. So don't worry about the red crosses here. It's simply sample data, and that's a bit outdated. If I look here at business document opportunity 4120, what we have done is we have created a capability based on the HANA Predictive Analytics library, with which we can predict the likelihood that this opportunity will turn into a sales order. Here, the approach with a foundational model would not work, because you don't need a model which works for all companies. You need a model that works specifically for you. So we provide you the capability to train that model based on your historic data, because you have your historic opportunities and you have your historic sales orders. And now what we can do is we can look at this opportunity, click on View All, and then we can see here the relevant information. So I can see the forecast here. The forecast is the information that the sales representative enters. And the sales representative here enters a 60% likelihood that this opportunity will become a sales order. The interesting part is down here, the machine learning prediction. And the machine learning prediction says 75%. So here you can now have a good discussion with the sales rep. Hey, why do you believe it's 60% and the machine believes it's 75%? And this is the big advantage of this machine learning approach which we are using here. If you click on the 75%, the system will tell you what are the influencing factors. And that sets it apart from the use of a foundational model, which says, trust me, I'm doing it right. So therefore, I prefer to use here rather such an approach. If we talk about artificial intelligence, a big topic that will keep us busy for the years to come is the whole topic of the ethics around artificial intelligence. And that goes hand in hand with data privacy regulation. In Europe, we have the upcoming EU Data Act. So we also invest a lot in that area. And it's a little bit difficult to demonstrate, but let me show you one example. Information lifecycle management. So for every business document, lifecycle items, we have defined rules how long the system shall be kept in the system based on legal aspects, but you can edit the data however you like. If we just look at one specific business document, 2H2, and we scroll here at the bottom, then we see here's a purchase order. And if we quickly look at the document flow, then if we now want to disclose information, because maybe the supplier demands that we disclose which information is available, or if somebody requests the deletion of the data, then you need to have that information. So here I see the purchase order started off with a sales order, generated then the purchase requests, and so on and so on. You know all of that. The interesting part here is if I now analyze this network, then the system brings up a graph for me so that I can see all dependent objects. So I can crawl now from object to object and either mask the information if I still need to hold this document, or I delete this document, and therefore this graph is of utmost importance for us. And that is a key capability that I wanted to share with you when the topic comes to a discussion about how well does ByDesign equip you with instrumentation for information disclosure, but also vital data deletion and non-vital data deletion. So that much as a short demo about Business ByDesign. The other topic which I quickly wanted to mention is the network traffic going in and out of ByDesign. SAP is a super open system, and you can reach nearly every business capability via web services, as it's illustrated here on this picture. And I just wanted to share that number with you here from March 2023, where we had 285 million web services calls, SOAP API calls, against the ByDesign infrastructure. So heavily networked, and therefore I'm recommending to all of my partners, when you build extensions for Business by Design and you want to use it for more than one customer, please do it on the business technology platform. I demoed last year in my video the reference application. You can also check out my BTP presentation that I'm also recording, where I will talk more about it. And the Git repository is available so that you can see how to best extend ByDesign side by side with BTP. That said, all of the new business processes will be built on the business technology platform, also by SAP. I demoed the carbon footprint management solution last year, therefore I'm skipping that today. The latest solution, which we made available now as a test solution to selected customers, is the so-called Digital Currency Hub. The Digital Currency Hub is of utmost importance because in 2027, we will have the digital euro in Europe. And I already have customers, specifically in the Business One world, who come from the gaming industry, and they need this solution today. So it is available. Also, if you would like to see a demo here, please have a look at a dedicated video on the business technology platform where I'm showcasing this. This application can help you to save a lot of money if you need to do cross-border payments. Instead of 5 to 7% bank fees and 5 to 7 days, we can do it at 1% in less than 10 minutes. So have a look at what we are offering there as a preparation and delivering net new business capabilities, which we then integrate with Business One, Business by Design, and S4. Last slide. I'm really looking forward to meeting you at the Innovation Summits. Please meet me there and my team to discuss what we are doing in ByDesign, in Business One, in S4, with the BTP network. These are the dates. Really looking forward to meeting you there. Besides that, I wish you all the very best for 2024. Have a great year.